I want them to see the buzzer. We can even do that.
Make sure we are, let's see. Yeah. All right, here we go. We are officially live. I thought Jose was going to have music on his phone right now. That's what I was preparing for. We are very serious. Welcome everybody that is watching or eventually is going to be watching. We are officially live. It is the Fantasy Guyz Wednesday edition. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be back in the building with a couple of fellas that, if you've been following the Fantasy Guyz, you should be very familiar with these faces. Jose has been he's been a guest so much that he's matched a whole season of episodes basically. And then Abe Z, he's back in the building. He was gone for a little bit, but he's back. Let me share the phone number that you can call, by the way. If you are watching, feel free to call. I already got questions. We got Yusuf and Khalid chiming in already, giving us comments and stuff. But welcome to the Fantasy Guyz Wednesday edition. Abe Z, you said you're back. Welcome back, man.
Thank you, man. Glad to be here.
Yes, we're happy to have you. Jose signed the contract. He's on the team this year.
You know, the host with the most, you know what I'm saying? Number one in front of Tony, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
no
I
offense,
think it's a host with the most that gives you coverage from coast to coast.
Wow.
I thought that was coming.
That'll stick.
Yeah.
It is now. Now I know what my opening line is.
When he said that was stick, we have a That's What She Said noise, by the way. I just want to let you know. Perfect timing. So we'll work on that. We'll work on that for sure. Thank you, by the way. Yusuf, we'll answer your question. We will get into that for sure. But before we do that, I just want to mention the Fantasy Guyz Wednesday edition, what it is that we cover. We're going to be covering all sports, but today is going to be strictly football because it's the day before football eve. What is it called? NFL Eve?
Yes.
The day before the first game. So we're going to strictly stick with football today. And then after that, we'll be breaking down almost any sport that you probably could think of. And we're going to have some fun with that as well. And before I do that, though, before I start thanking these guys for being on the show and thanking people that are watching, I do want to give a shout out, obviously, to the sponsors. The Wednesday edition got a lot of love. There's a lot of people that said they wanted to jump on this show because it's going to be year-round. And I don't know if it was Jose and Abe Z that made him want to be a part of this, but you know, whatever it may be. Well, first of all, we have the gold sponsors. You have BC Adhesives. Y'all might have to kick back and relax because we got a few of them right here that's coming around. So feel free to hit any noise you want to. But I do want to give a shout out to my sponsors because without them, none of this would be possible. So I appreciate them. Starting off with BC Adhesives, gold sponsor. So all the shows, they're a sponsor of it. You know, basically BC Adhesives is located in Franklin, Wisconsin. You could go to BC Adhesives for all of your industrial adhesives needs. They do food packaging, book binding, product assembly, and many other industrial services. If you're in need of adhesives for your business or are having trouble with your current adhesives applications, you can contact them by phone, which their number is 1-888-679-9825, or by their website, www.bcadhesives.com. Shout out to Matt, Terry Cassidy, Ed, and Jake. Since I have 6 sponsors, I'm going to do 3 right now and then 3 like in the middle of the show. No problem. Just want to make sure, just so we're not sitting here reading off 6 sponsors in a row. Other than that, we won't be doing 6. I just want to give them all their shout out on their first show. Other gold sponsor is the Balkan House in Hamtramck. Their location is 3028 Kniff Street. They also have one in Ferndale, 314 West 9 Mile Road. Again, they're famous for their doner kebab sandwich. They even serve breakfast there now. All of their food is halal. Their service is A1. They always give back to the community. Thank you, Juma. Thank you, Hassan. That's over there as well. Owners of the Balkan House. Shout out to the Balkan House. I appreciate them. And then last but not least, our final gold sponsor is Give to Gain. Give to Gain is a nonprofit organization. Yes, there we go. Give to Gain is a nonprofit organization that sponsors orphans in Yemen. 100% of all the donations goes to the less fortunate. They appreciate all who donate because this could not have been done without them. Why Yemen, you're probably wondering? It's the largest humanitarian crisis and aid operation. 5 million people are at risk of famine. 15 million people need water or some kind of sanitation support. You know, Adif was the guy that, again, he runs a business, owns a business, but he said, you know what, I don't want to put my business out there. I'd rather Give to Gain out there.
Great guy.
So, by the way, Fantasy Guyz 2021 Man of the Year, Adif Nagy, by the way. All right, let me hear it. He is money. Big money.
That's big money, baby.
Big money Rico right there. So, again, if you want to donate to Give to Gain, Venmo is at Give to Gain, Zelle, 313-448 What's your brother's number again?
313-468-3787.
Oh, dang, that's a whole different number. I gotta make sure I get that number correct because that is not the number that is in there. And then Cash App is Give to Gain. So thank you again for Give to Gain. Great things that they're doing over there. I'll go over Hammer Time, Forts and Quick Loop, and Unique Coney Island later on the show, in the middle of the show. But let's get this show on the road. We got Greg Churkin, PPR Redraft League. Wow, we already got questions. We already got questions, guys. You want to get into the questions or what?
Hey, let's get to the ones that matter.
Let's get to the ones that matter, which is our fans. Thank you. Of course. Yusuf Thabit, we have Deontay Johnson, OBJ, or Gus Edwards week 1. Deontay playing Buffalo, OBJ playing KC, Gus the Bus playing the Raiders, and I'm going to go off the limb. Is it too early? Can I get that, please? Can I get that? Yeah, you want to hit it? Go ahead.
I'm sorry, that's what I want to do.
I want to hit that, boy.
Go ahead,
to start off. Hey, it's an early Sunday. Boom Philly of the week. Gus, the Bus, Edwards, they're playing the Raiders. I'm sorry, I don't know how you guys feel about them, but I think they're going to be one of the weakest teams in the AFC. That's my personal opinion. So if they're going to be a bad team, Baltimore, a lot of possessions. Gus, the Bus, he's only projected to win 12. So Boom Philly would need 18. I'm kind of pushing it because I can see 100 yards and a touchdown.
I can see him having 18.
I can see him getting 100 yards and a touchdown.
Terrible defense, so they can
I'm going with Gus
get
the Bus.
Yeah.
Although benching Deontay Johnson is tough.
It is very tough.
So I kind of went on a rant.
Yeah.
He's about Boom. But Deontay Johnson is tough to bench. But go ahead, AJ.
I'll go with Deontay Johnson. I'm assuming it's PPR.
Yes, it is.
PPR, yeah, I'm going Deontay Johnson. Him being a receiver helps with the receptions, and then he's a big play threat. He's probably their best receiver, and they have some good receivers there. And I think he'll get you about the 15-point range in a more safer way than Gus.
Yeah. I agree. He is definitely safer.
Especially in the PPR. He's playing the Buffalo Bills, you said?
Yes.
Yeah. To me, that's most likely Josh Allen is going to come out and throw 3 to 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So you're going to play catch-up and be Big Ben's favorite target from last year. I can see him having more than 10 targets easily.
Yeah.
So I really, especially in the PPR. But I feel you with the Gus coming out party.
Monday Night Football.
Monday Night
OT,
Football.
Man. Play Dudes Prime Time. It's in my head right now.
The stars come out at night. Tell them, OT.
Play Dudes Prime Time. So, by the way, guys, as you can see, very educated guys that we have on this show, by the way. You got Jose, you got Abe Z. They know what they're talking about. So, at the end of the day, you'll realize it on your own. I don't have to sit here and explain myself. So, Greg, I'm not even going to mess up your last name, buddy. PPR Redraft League got offered PPR Redraft League got offered Ayuk and Gaskin for Clyde and Mooney. Thoughts? That's a very fair trade. That's first of all. I think that's a very good, fair trade. It depends, by the way, Greg. Do you need a receiver? You agree with that? Because Allaire is better than Gaskin. Can we agree with that? But Ayuk is better than Mooney. So, what would you do, AZ?
I like CEH and Mooney. Not really Mooney too much. He does have some upside, but I think the gap between CEH and Gaskin is good enough for me to take that deal.
Yeah.
Especially since running backs are good to have. RB1s, and last year he wasn't the best, but I think he'll have a bounce back here. So I'm going to CEH and Mooney.
Do you have CEH shares?
I don't. I wanted to get him this year.
Sounds like he does.
Yeah, it sounds like I have to make sure.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
Jose, who we got?
Me personally, if it's a PPR league, man, I'm all about the receivers. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is in an offense where he's ranked 3rd or 4th, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, not counting Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Sometimes Mecole Hardman will have a better game than Clyde Edwards-Helaire. But drafting Clyde Edwards-Helaire, honestly, I would feel like he probably used. If it's a redraft league, he probably had him from last year. Most likely took a high pick on him. Mm-hmm. You invested a lot in him, and usually when you invest a lot, it is very hard to let him go. That's probably the biggest problem when it comes to fantasy football. You take a guy in the 2nd round and he's getting outproduced by somebody in the 5th round, it'll break your heart to trade him.
Yeah, and I see Ill Will's calling, and you're more than welcome to answer that phone call and tell Ill Will we said what up. I don't mind that, man. He's no. Okay, it's up to you.
Hey,
it's up to you,
know me, man.
Because we like guests calling.
We love when the guests call.
We are live, Ill Will.
We are live, Ill Will.
We are live. So.
Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all haven't going. Me and Manny said what's up.
All right.
Thanks for the shout out, Will.
Thriller. I need Ill Will. Before you go, before you go, I just want to ask you one quick question.
What's that?
Who is your Boom Philly, a player that nobody is talking about that is gonna boom this year, have a great year?
Man,
Pony you on the spot, Thriller.
Yeah, the mic is on you, buddy.
Yeah, everybody's watching you live right now.
Okay. I would say, hold on. Marshall, Jose, what was his name?
Brandon Marshall, he's not in the NFL anymore.
No.
Terrace Marshall.
Terrence Marshall Jr. You were listening to me the other day. Look at you, man. I like you.
All right.
Look at that. He's right there, top 5. I like you. I like you.
Appreciate you, Will. Thank you, man.
Thanks for the phone call, Will.
Thanks for the phone call. Wow, what's going on here, man? I didn't expect this. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was just expecting us to go live. Unless these people that we know.
We're just here to answer questions.
All right, there we go. So, I guess so. You guys are saying keep the Allaire. Keep the Allaire.
I'll keep the Allaire.
Yeah, man. Having RB1s, like ABZ said, is very important. It all depends how much do you need a wide receiver.
Yes.
If you really, because I do like Ayuk.
I love Ayuk.
I really do, especially when Trey Lance actually becomes a starter. I think like he's gonna get a lot of the deep balls, and Lance likes to throw.
That's what Garoppolo,
doesn't
lacks,
do well.
man. He doesn't
So,
put
I think
air
Ayuk,
underneath it, man.
Once Lance is the starter, which we don't know when. I don't know when at least. I think that's gonna be the issue. So I guess it depends on what receiver you have.
Again, who's his players that he has? He has Clyde Edward-Helaire?
And he has Darnell Mooney.
Okay, so
What are we about to do right here? With the Mooney, you about to...
We're gonna do that to this trade. We're gonna flush it and get it out of here. All right.
There you go.
Stick with Clyde Edward-Helaire.
There you go. Jose is already mastering, by the way, the toilet. 10 seconds long. As you can see.
Hey, this toilet is from Australia. It's counterclockwise, so it takes a little bit longer.
Alright, we can keep going with the questions. We'll get into the show later. By the way, welcome to the Fantasy Guys Wednesday edition for those that are watching. So Berkey said, would you start Dak or Tannehill this week? Alright? Berkey, just want to let you know, okay? I just want to let you know that my famous line is, the summer just ended. But even though during the summer, I would never tan on a beach. I would rather tan on a hill, Jose. That's my famous line.
Damn.
So at the end of the day, I'm still not going Ryan Tannehill. I'm sorry. Actually, I am. I'm sorry. This week I am. Because once we start breaking down Thursday, what I was going to mention is how the Cowboys are going to get beat up.
Okay.
It's going to be bully ball on Thursday.
Okay.
So I would bench Dak Prescott this week. I would actually. But
Same here. I'm going Tannehill.
Yeah.
Offensive guard, their best guard. Zach Martin's supposed to be out with COVID. Most likely he'll be out. And his first game back from that traumatic injury. I'll play it safe and go with Tannehill. He does have good weapons. It could be a shootout, but the Bucs defense is no joke.
Yeah, man, they're no joke, man.
I'll play it safe. Tannehill has some good weapons.
By the way, it's Arizona.
Wow. You took Dak Prescott for a reason, my man. Start the man. He's been dying to get out on that field. If you've been watching Hard Knocks, he's been itching, man. He's going to come out and he's going to throw the ball like he never did before. Start Dak Prescott, comeback player of the year, dark horse MVP.
Wow.
That's too early.
It's never too early for a Boom Philly.
Dark horse
your Boom
already?
Philly?
I mean, Dak Prescott?
We'll get to that.
All right, we'll get to that.
I just wanted to hit the buzzer.
We'll get to
Sorry.
that. For those that are wondering, Boom Phillies basically are people that we expect to do better than where they got drafted, at least that we're going to talk about today. But when we break it down on Sundays, it's players that we expect to do 1.5 times better than what they're projected for that week. All right, so I guess we got 2 Tannehills, 1 Dak for that one. Yusuf Dabbit said Thielen. Okay, this is his chance. So this is his opportunity to show off right now. I guess.
Okay, yeah, I seen his team.
It's an 8-man league.
I
okay?
seen it, man.
Thielen, Carson, or DJ Moore for flex. By the way, DJ Moore breakout year. I disagree. I like Terrace Marshall. I think he's gonna take away a little bit from DJ Moore. I think he's gonna have good years.
With the addition of Sam Darnold, you're gonna see more Robbie Anderson now.
Yeah,
that's his go-to guy.
He was already good last year.
He was good, but
that was his boy.
I thought Sam Darnold made Robbie. So without Darnold, there is no Robbie. So.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. I mean, but going back to the question.
I think it's going to be very split up, by the way. I don't know if he's going to have a breakout. But I guess Thielen, Carson, or DJ Moore for flex. I'll start off with you, Jose, then ABZ next. Pick one.
Give me Chris Carson. Give me Chris Carson because, he was out with the injury last year. If you've been watching his workouts, he's running through the league this year. So I love Chris Carson a lot this year. I know that offensive line is iffy, this, that, but I really think he's going to come out this week and he's going to do pretty good. Adam Thielen got Justin Jefferson, and the worst part, he still has Kirk Cousins as his quarterback. So until then, I still feel like your running back that's going to get 25 carries most likely is going to be your best option.
Definitely. Easy as Carson.
Seattle's playing Indy, by the way.
The Colts.
Carson will probably get 2 touchdowns.
I see what you're saying. He likes the Indy defense a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. No, me personally, I'm going Thielen. The reason why I'm going Thielen is because they're playing Cincinnati, and I read that the corner that was supposed to check him I think he's going to be out. So I'm guessing the number 1 is on Justin Jefferson, and then you got Thielen. I'm going to be honest with y'all, I don't know why I stayed away from Thielen, but there's a great chance he has a monster year.
He was like third in the league.
Smith is out.
Yeah, he was third in the league in touchdowns last year, just
like,
so you know.
Thielen low-key Like, Kirk Cousins is going to throw for 4,000 yards at least. You know what I'm saying? That's only like 250 yards a week. So, who is he throwing it to? Realistically, obviously, Justin Jefferson, and then who else? Like, their tight end is out for the year. They don't have Rudolph
He's out
anymore.
for like a few weeks.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
I
beginning
heard-
of the season.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, my thing is, but I know, by the way, they got Chris Herndon, which could be a deep sleeper.
A nice,
Throwing that
nice
out there.
tight end.
Real deep.
Yeah, real.
If you're fantasy relevant in the Jets, I think you'll be solid anywhere else.
Week 1, I think I'll start Thielen. I think that might be a shootout game. Cincinnati against Minnesota. I don't know how good secondary. Oh, Minnesota got Patrick Peterson actually now, man. So
He's
we'll
old.
see. We'll see. So I guess we got 2 Carsons, 1 Thielen. Khalid Hussein said Raiders. He's giving a shout out to the Vegas Raiders. I just started the show by roasting the Raiders. I didn't even notice.
It's okay. It's all right. man. It's all
I
right.
really do think they're gonna be one of the worst teams.
They
in the
are.
NFC, though.
I mean, it all.
I feel like they're not built.
If
to
Derek
last.
Carr has another MVP-like season, we might make the playoffs. You see what I said
I'm
there?
gonna be honest with you. If he has an MVP like season, you might win 8 games, bro.
It's because of the division.
It's tough division.
Yeah.
And dude, like, think about their weapons. Who do they have? Waller's a baller, but who do they have on the outside?
Zay Jones.
Is that somebody?
Nah, we don't.
Ryan
He's on the
Edwards-
practice
Ryan
squad.
Edwards is for real though.
But dude, Kansas City and Denver and then the
Hey,
Chargers. Chargers
yeah.
loaded up
Is
on
this a floor, wooden floor, or is it a rug? Henry Ruggs. Is
There
this
we
guy
go.
serious?
There we go.
He's was a first round pick for a reason. My problem is Derek Carr. I think he's at the end of his career, man. He's right here. Just push him off the
How many
cliff.
years has he been in the NFL? I feel like slowly. He's like 14 years or something.
No, he's not.
Oh,
He's
okay.
probably been like, I say he got drafted in 2012, 2013. No, he's not the same year Jadeveon Clowney went first round, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go. Okay, we got a couple people commenting. So, Munir Ghazali, nice to see you guys back. I wanted to hate on Tony, but I guess I have to wait until Sunday.
Tune in Sunday. We're all
Yes.
going to be hating on him.
He's on the Sunday team, Munir. So, but definitely can still hate on him here, and then it'll roll over to Sunday.
Yeah.
All right, Munir Ghazali, Josh Allen or Matthew Stafford?
Why is Stafford on your team?
Whoa,
What's going on there?
you were disrespecting one of my boom Phillies of the year.
Yeah, I think that's number 3 right there,
Yeah,
as you can see.
hold on. Don't say that. Matthew Stafford is going to have... My bad, I'm over here spinning right now. Matthew Stafford is going to have a monster season, Ibrahim. I'm telling you right now. Okay, I don't want to go too crazy because the first year is always hard to predict. It's usually maybe the second year where you feel comfortable. But he's going to have a great year.
And he's with the math scientist.
Yes, that's what... I'm all about coaches. I think it's more about the fact that he's on the Rams with Sean McVay than it is about Matthew Stafford. You know, Matthew Stafford to me is a very solid quarterback. Solid. I'm not saying great. I said solid. But with Sean McVay and then the weapons they surrounded him with, you know somebody that people are not talking about is Deshaun Jackson. Stafford can throw that deep ball. You know he's on the Rams.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, I'm not saying
1 for 1.
fantasy-wise, of course you're going to have a week where he busts, you know, like, booms,
Of course.
2 catches for 100.
He's one of a bye
you know?
weeks players, I feel you.
Yeah, but that's a good 3rd, 4th option on your team, though. You know what I'm saying? Higby, a guy that I know you like, and also I got him down on a future list as well. So, like, it's made for Stafford to do well, but I guess we're going off topic. So, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, you don't ever bench Josh Allen. You know, that's my opinion.
But I understand why he took Matthew Stafford, though.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense. It's,
Is that why you said that?
that's why he
has
got
Allen?
mad. Yeah.
Or are you saying in general Stafford is not worth being on a team?
No, it was more. Why are you considering?
Okay.
Yeah, why is this
Okay.
an option?
Yeah,
Is Stafford a top 12 fantasy quarterback to you?
he's right. He's right at that area.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Stafford or Allen?
Allen, come on.
Do you ever bench Allen? No.
If he's borderline injured, if he's coming in questionable, and they say if he takes a hit, he might go out or something, like a bruised knee or something, I might, bench him. But for the most part, you're starting if he's healthy.
The guy he's like an MVP favorite by almost everybody. He's the only person giving Patrick Mahomes a run for his money.
Yeah.
Honest to God, so.
I think, believe it or not, we're going to go into this.
Yeah, so.
We're going to go into this stuff. We got a lot of stuff.
Everybody said Josh Allen, so.
Yeah, we all did say Josh
I
Allen.
understand, but, at the same time, I want to start Stafford because Sunday Night Football, back to Moti.
Hey, by the way, I heard the Bears low-key have a bad secondary. I know it's weird, right?
Yeah.
But think about it. Do y'all know anybody
They
that's in their
lost-
secondary?
yeah, no, they
And
lost
you
to,
think
Kyle
Stafford is going to go
Yeah.
easy on anybody that from the NFC North?
Exactly, that's
He
it.
wants to dish out punishment. He wants you to know what I came with. He wants to show off his new car. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He's going to park it in front of your house, even though he lives 2 houses down.
He said he
gonna,
wants the big games.
He wants the big games, and he's going to get them, man. I'm telling you guys. Stafford is going to be a great quarterback. He's going to end up top 6.
Sounds like you want to be. You want to be.
So we got Dak and we got Stafford.
Top 6, guaranteed.
See, Dak to me, I was very high on him until I read that Adam Schefter said that his shoulder won't be good this whole year. It might not be. I'm not gonna lie to you, that scared me. It scared me with everything about the Cowboys. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, but
you know what they said like 6-7 years ago? They said Adrian Peterson is not gonna start till week 3. You remember what he did that year?
He had the best year ever.
Exactly, man. Don't believe these doctors. No offense.
That's why I think Barkley. I think I should have got some shares of Barkley, man.
Yeah, I took a flare on him in a couple leagues. I ain't pass on him in all the leagues.
I think he's gonna have a monster year, man.
You think so? I just don't like the offense that he's in. But
that's the only problem.
Back to the fans.
Yes, back to the fans. I mean, we're still kind of talking about Josh Allen. I don't think you ever bench him, bro. That's my personal opinion. Berkey said also, I was offered Hopkins and Edmonds for Thielen and Allen Robinson. I already have Jefferson and I have Shenault, Boyd, and Galladay on the bench. Need a bench running back, which would be Edmonds. Thoughts? Okay, so also I was offered Hopkins and Edmonds for Thielen and Allen Robinson. I already have Jefferson and have Shenault, Boyd, and Galladay on the bench.
You got too many players.
Yes.
Sorry.
I was offered Hopkins and Edmonds for Why does he have Thielen and Jefferson as the question?
It happens. You draft, Jefferson in the 3rd round, and the next thing you know, Thielen falls to your lap in the 5th, 6th.
Believe it or not, you could probably start both of them.
Absolutely.
Like in the same week.
I see where I see why he wants to. I mean, I like Allen Robinson and Thielen for some reason.
I think Thielen. I don't know why I never took
Depth
him.
is the most important thing in fantasy football.
Yes.
Besides a great draft, by the way.
Yeah.
So, man, I understand.
That's why they come to us, Jose.
I understand, man. Look, I got Hopkins in like 3 leagues, about to be 4.
About to be 4.
You know what I'm saying?
Should we bring breaking news?
Wait, we can't now.
We gotta answer the fans.
Yes, we gotta answer the fans first.
Right. So, where would you go? You're getting Hopkins and Edmonds.
Thielen Robinson, yeah.
Oh no, actually, I was offered yeah.
Keep
he's giving
Robinson.
up. Okay.
We probably find a better trade that fits your team better.
Yeah.
I know he wants a bench running back, but I don't think Edmonds is that guy.
He's not. And yeah, you know what? I agree with him. Yes, you want Edmonds and D Hop on your team. Oh, Kevin LaPointe is disagreeing with us. All right. I mean, listen. Don't get me wrong. Hopkins is A1.
Yes.
He is.
Like steak
But
sauce.
you got 2 Thielen and Allen Robinson. You got potential 10 through 13 receivers.
Technically, he has 3 top 15 receivers.
Yeah.
Jefferson, Thielen.
Yes, that's what he does.
Yeah.
To me, in my opinion, you have 3 top 15 receivers. Yes, you need a running back, but I think you can get somebody better for Allen Robinson. I got David Montgomery last year for Allen Robinson. I know it's last year, but these are people I think you can still get for Allen Robinson.
Yeah, absolutely.
David Montgomery, you could probably get. Who else got? I gave up Kareem Hunt while he was still the starter, and Nick Chubb wasn't there. But you can get guys that are borderline 1s, 2s.
RB2s, you know what I'm saying?
RB2s.
Get you,
Edmonds is a 3.
How about you send Adam Thielen for like Myles Gaskins or something? You know what I'm saying? Maybe Josh Jacobs sneaks under there.
Yeah, Thielen for Gaskins is not bad.
I wouldn't do
All right, so we got Khalid Hussein, Stafford for MVP. Yusuf David, Deontay Johnson, and OBJ for Kelsey. I'll do that in a heartbeat.
No brainer.
Log off our show right now and make that trade happen.
Yes, make that trade, Kevin LaPointe said. So Manir said, I got him in the last round of the draft. That's why I picked up Stafford. That's actually smart. Picking up. You might as well. Stafford.
Depth is important.
Yeah, and he could trade Josh Allen now for RB1 possibly. People might do that. I already have Evans and A.J. Brown and sleeper Elijah Moore. Don't be doing that yet, Yusuf. Don't be doing that yet.
Don't bring those names out.
Kevin LaPointe, do not trade away Kelsey if that's what you mean. No, he's not trading away Kelsey. Yeah, he slid to me and I had to take him. No, I'm getting Kelsey. I'm just reading off the messages right now. Who's the best RB2 option for this week? Swift, Kareem Hunt, or Ronald Jones? Just know we're going to go live on Sunday, guys, and that's what we're going to be doing, answering questions. Feel free to shoot them right now, though, but just want to let you know. Swift, Hunt, or Ronald Jones?
Swift.
Against that Niners defense?
Swift.
You said that confident.
We're 24 minutes in and we haven't even broken down.
We haven't even
guys.
started. I mean,
it's okay, though.
It's all
I love
good.
this, though. That's
It's all
what
good.
it's about. Fantasy guys. We're here to talk fantasy, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
So go ahead.
Kareem Hunt is going to be on a revenge tour against the Kansas City. He still holds a grudge against them, man. If it's a PPR league, I would feel comfortable starting Hunt, but I feel Swift a lot too. But
I'm starting Swift, in my personal opinion.
That Niner defense scares me, man.
It scares me, but you know what, man? You picked
Opportunity.
Them up.
You picked them up for a reason. Of course, you drafted
Yeah.
them on. That comes back to my drafting people early. People feel some type of way. You just do what's best for the team at the end of the day, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think Swift has a big seal. I think Hunt is safer.
Yeah, Hunt. The only reason why I say Hunt, and if it's a PPR league, I would go Hunt absolutely. Just because once Kansas City takes that lead, Nick Chubb is getting pulled, man.
Munir Ghazali said, I want to go D Swift, but I don't like him going up against the San Fran defense. Sounds like somebody I know.
Great minds think alike.
Sounds like somebody I know. All right. Well, that kind of answers all the questions so far. And wow. Like I said, we're already past 20 minutes in. So today what we're going to be talking about is top value picks, top overall. Basically, we're going to try to predict who's going to finish one. What I did with that, by the way, was somebody that was not going like in the top 3 or 4.
Yeah,
right.
I went kind of outside the box.
For sure.
All right, just wanted to make sure we were that. Our booms of the year, players that basically are kind of like undervalued players. You know what I'm saying? Undervalued players that we think is going to do way better than their ADP. And then our Super Bowl picks, and then we'll break down the Thursday game, Super Bowl / division picks, and we'll break down the Thursday game at the end. Okay, so do we want to go straight into the top value picks? Before we do that, we got another one. Tyson Williams or Tony Jones for a sneaky waiver wire bench stash. That's actually a tough one because I was thinking about that one for one of my leagues. I went with Tony Jones though.
I like Tony Jones.
Listen, son, go for Tyson. Yeah, Alvin Kamara ain't going nowhere unless he does get hurt though.
Yeah.
I understand where you guys are going with this, but everybody knows why I'm saying Tyson's because I got Tyson and I'm trying to let Femi know. He needs to cuff him. So talk to me, Femi. Yeah.
How about this? This is what I'm gonna say. Tyson Williams, immediate production. Tony Jones, bigger.
Yes, I see what you're saying.
Bigger reward if he does end up being the guy.
Yeah, because if Kamara goes down, Tony's number 1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the way if they felt real comfortable with Tyson, they would have been signing all these running backs, and they got enough running backs, and the best running back on their team is Lamar Jackson. So
yeah,
it's kind of.
But I like Tyson Williams for immediate production. I think he's gonna get 10 to 12 touches, man.
I just like him just because he's that undrafted, made it to the team, got
And I heard they like him.
They like him, yeah, they do.
I heard they like him.
Hopefully, enough to start.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you guys for the questions. We appreciate them. Keep shooting them. Any questions y'all want to ask? But now we're gonna start breaking down our top value picks. Let's get straight into it, okay? You know what? How about we do Hammer Time True Value picks?
Okay.
Because these are true value picks that we're referring to, and Hammer Time True Value Hardware is one of our sponsors for the Fantasy Guys Wednesday edition. Now, all I need to do at this moment is find Hammer Time True Value Hardware on this list, which is right here. Their location is 16380 East Warren Avenue, Detroit, Michigan. They are a sponsor of both the Fantasy Guys shows. They have great service, great prices, all of your hardware needs. Shop local. That's the best way of doing it. Hammer Time True Value Hardware. That's a hardware store in Detroit. They even got Hamtramck Hardware in Hamtramck. They got a few locations. Shout out to Best Time Go By.
Shout out to Commissioner BG.
So, our Hammer Time True Value Hardware picks, okay? Jose, I'm going to start off with you. We broke it down for each position. So basically, each position, I think we have about 3 to 5 picks between there of who we think are value picks. And I don't know if y'all want to move on because we do have another question. So let's answer the question.
We always answer the questions. You guys are more important.
Exactly. So, wide receiver 2, Scary Terry, Ayuk, or Marvin Jones. It probably sounds crazy, but McLaurin is playing against that healthy Chargers defense, and Ayuk and Jones are playing weak defenses. Ayuk got the Lions. Jones got Houston. I'm just telling y'all right now, them Jacksonville receivers are going to have a good year. And that's one of my picks for later on. But especially that first week, Jones against Houston, that is a good potential boom Philly. But can you bench Scary Terry?
You could bench him, but I don't think Ayuk is worth it. I think Ayuk got a decent matchup against the Lions. He is going to put up some points, but although I'm not too high on Terry McLaurin, I think he's too good to bench over Ayuk.
Okay. How about you, Jose?
Yeah, I agree with Abe. Just because Scary Terry is, to me, is a wide receiver 1 easily. And the fact that he's got Fitzmagic this year.
I beg to differ.
The fact that he has Fitzmagic this year, Scary Terry is going to finish good. He's going to have a good season, but
you beg to differ.
We'll talk about him later.
He's talking long run. I'm talking right here, right now.
Week 1?
Week 1.
Chargers got a good secondary, man.
Yes, they do. And they got a healthy Derwin James, and they got Kevin King, and now they got Chris Harris Jr.
Yeah.
Wow, they do got
and they have Asante Samuel Jr. as well.
Shit.
They drafted him.
Well, my thing is, man, yeah, you know what? I would feel better starting Ayuk if that's the case, because that Charger defense, yeah. Against the Lions. I'll start Abe Zindani against the Lions.
You would win.
I would. Guaranteed.
There you go.
So there goes your
So
question.
he's going Ayuk. What's up, fellas? What's up with Todd Gurley? Nothing. His knees about as bad as mine.
I just bought a sandwich from him. He's at Subway.
Which one? What location?
Right here down the street. Just go up Monroe. You're going to find him.
There you go. All right, he just bought a sandwich for him from Subway. That's what he just said. So there you go. That's his response about that. So, Jose, we're going to go with you first. Running backs. Value picks. Running backs.
Value picks. I have on the top of my list is Mr. Damon Harris.
Damian Harris.
He is being taken, I say, every round I see him going like 7th, maybe 8th. In a 10-man, he slipped to the 9th. So, I mean, I see him as a solid RB2. He's going to be, if you already took, Dalvin Cook or one of these big names and you went back-to-back receiver and you ended up with a tight end and you're hunting for another number 2, man, Harris to me is, he's going to get you those, he's not going to get you the 10 catches. And he's 100 yards, 1 touchdown. They're trying to take as much pressure off Mac Jones as possible. And they're going to try to stick with that run game before anything. So give me Harris as like a top guy that I would take, late flare guy. You know what I'm saying? Another guy to me, another one to me is Raheem Mostert is being ignored in a lot of leagues. He's being disrespected. I know he's injured. They drafted Trey Sermon, but he's like, if you can get them both, man, I would gladly take that Niner freaking run game because they're just, that offensive line is very strong and I like it.
All right, before you continue, some people said they prefer ketchup, but I preferred mustard.
Oh my God.
Good one.
Yeah, absolutely. So those are like my top 2. I'm just giving you guys running backs that see like a guy. I went wide receiver first 2 rounds, something that I'd never do.
Yeah.
But I had my reasons.
You were in the back end too of the draft.
Yeah, usually when you're in the back end, my thing is don't give me the 6th or 7th best running back. Give me the number 1 receiver if that's the case.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give me a guy that's going to put up over 350 points than a running back that's going to barely get you 270.
Yeah.
You do that, you know what I'm saying? You get you one of them pass catching running backs, squeeze in, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Harris at the end or some guys like Gaskins. These guys are flying under the radar. Mostert, I like them as RB2s. I'm not telling you guys draft them as your number 1 running back because they do have like a little ceiling they're getting hit. So
the San Fran guys or both of those guys that you named?
No, I'm just saying these guys in general.
Okay.
These guys I'm just giving you like RB2 maybe flexes you can get at the end of your draft.
I like both of those picks. I think. I mean, it's Bill Belichick, but my answer to this is whoever the New England running back is, and I do think is Damien. He's going to be the first guy coming out.
Yes, of course, but
coming out.
I understand some people hate
With Mac Jones at
Patriots.
quarterback, there's going to be a fantasy-relevant running back, a fantasy-relevant receiver, and a fantasy-relevant tight end on the New England Patriots. I guarantee you, what I mean by relevant is top 12 tight end, top 24 receiver, wink, wink, future Jacoby Myers. That's one of my people too.
Number 2 right
And then top 24 running back, which is a RB2 in 12-man league, that is.
Only issue I have with the Steelers, Patriots running backs, Bill Belichick can surprise you one week.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's the problem.
If you start Harris as your RB2 one week and he throws in the rookie, Ramondre, whatever his name is,
Stevenson. Broken thumb.
it'll mess up your whole week. And he would do that. He's done it before. He's taken no-name guys and just, had them take over.
Insert Jonas Gray, 2017.
Yes.
1 game, 3 touchdowns, never heard of
200
again.
yards.
Against the Colts on
Classic
Sunday
example.
night.
And then nothing.
Everybody burning their number 1 waivers, and then I don't think he ever saw did he start
it's
the rest
crazy.
of the year?
I think something happened.
might have had
that
a couple
week
more
and he got in
games.
trouble.
Yeah.
Who's your running backs? By the way, I just want to say, because we do have a lot, I don't know if we just want to go in detail about one person and then name off everybody else, because I don't know if y'all want to stick with the hour. We can go after more than an hour, but I don't know if y'all want to.
I had 3. I'll skip down to 2.
I was gonna say you can name them all, but go in detail about 1 or 2 if you want. You know what I'm saying?
I'll keep it at 2. I got Miles Sanders. Someone I was targeting a little late. I didn't get to get him, but he's going in the 6th round. Last year he averaged 5.3 yards per carry, only behind Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, and Aaron Jones. And in only 12 games, he put up 867 yards, and that's in a 12 games.
Say less.
That's he's not my guy.
Sorry, I just
because
got excited.
it's a 6th rounder. But
He's one of my running backs.
Yeah.
6 touchdowns in 12 games. I see his numbers exploding this year. I know they said he might lose work to Boston Scott, but it's
Stop.
Listen, he's
not
worth
Scott.
it. Sixth round. That's a steal.
Scott's
I just want to say this right quick. Kenneth Gainwell. Know the name. Know the name.
Hate it when he
Guys,
says a guy that I don't
2 years ago, the Memphis Tigers had a backfield of a guy named Antonio Gibson and Kenneth Gainwell. Guess who was the starter?
Kenneth Gainwell.
Total of 1,800 total yards, Ibrahim, his senior year. Balled out. Sat out last year. Philadelphia Eagles drafted him. All I've been reading about is that they love him in camp, and he's earned himself a role. All I'm saying is, when Sanders slips up or gets injured, because I'm going to be honest with you, what I was going to say on this show, and I'm not, every running back gets hurt or sits out. Mm-hmm. The only 2 running backs I think that played all 17 or 16 games last year was Henry and James Robinson. Every other running back missed at least 1 game. All I'm saying, Miles Sanders, by the way, missed like 5 or 6.
He missed
4. So my thing is, when that happens, watch out for Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to just eat into his touches, I feel like. When you have talent ends up making the way on the field, makes his way onto the field.
A big thing with rookies, though, is pass blocking. A lot of coaches don't want to put rookies out there because they might put the quarterback at risk. So that's one reason why I'm not too high on all rookie running backs. And if I got a veteran, I'll feel a little bit more comfortable with him in the game.
All right, well, there you go. We're going to continue on with your running back list. I didn't mean to cut you off, man, because we're going to keep cutting each other off, and then we're going to keep going. Did you have someone else?
All right, I got one more. This is my boom running back.
All right.
Melvin Gordon. I know we talked about him earlier. He's going in the 8th round. I personally got him in the 8th round. Last year, he finished RB13. He did split with Phillip Lindsay and Royce Freeman. Royce Freeman's gone. Phillip Lindsay's gone. They do have Javonte Williams they took in the 2nd round. I know they like him, but they have the second best or the second easiest schedule for RBs this season.
Thank you for letting me know. I didn't know that.
And we just talked about how rookie running backs are not really the best at pass blocking. I'm not sure how Javonte Williams is, but I think Melvin Gordon, we've seen what he's done with the Chargers. He's obviously not the same guy, but getting him in the 8th round, that can be an RB2 that can, take your team to the next level. So I love Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon is a safe RB2 up until, if they do decide to, make a little shift toward Javonte. For those first 8 weeks, Melvin Gordon is a solid RB2.
Absolutely.
I think so, too. Yeah, I agree with that. We got a lot of comments here. So we got people laughing. It's not Matt Patricia's defense at Khaled. What's your take on Melvin Gordon, Jose? Wow. We just told, Abe Z just went into that. I'm being offered Ayuk, James Conner, and a 2022 4th round for Higgins and Mike Davis. 0.5 PPR. Thoughts? Heartbeat. Do it in a heartbeat. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Mike Davis. T. Higgins is not better than Ayuk, in my opinion. Very close.
I honestly think Higgins is the 3rd best receiver on his team.
No, dude. I think they have a good year.
Fantasy-wise,
no, and on his team.
Okay.
I put Jamar Chase and
Boyd ahead?
Boyd is just because of the veteran leadership.
Bro, I've
he
heard
gets
Cincinnati's
receptions.
liking Higgins, man. I heard that he, made a big leap physically.
He's probably a better receiver, but I think Boyd will get the points. He just gets so many receptions.
So, me personally, though, and he's getting a 4th rounder.
That's what did it for me.
That's
4th rounder, you can get top guys over there.
Yeah, you for sure can. So, I definitely would do that Dynasty League trade. So, I just traded McKissick for Trey Sermon. Good mood? Yes, great mood.
Absolutely.
McKissick, you know we're kind of going to get out of him, but Sermon, he could possibly be the guy eventually in San Fran.
Most likely, they drafted him for him to be the guy. So.
Yeah, so be patient. Tom Brady or Lamar Jackson, Jose, a man once told me, so this guy knows you. So, because he keeps calling you out. A man once told me, stars come out at night. Do I continue to follow these words of wisdom?
There's 2 things in life you don't do. Piss off your mother and bet against Tom Brady. I know you drafted Lamar Jackson early, but I am telling you.
William.
Start Tommy. He won't let you down.
Tom Brady is going to go off in this Thursday night game.
You know, he played last year hurt, by the way. I don't know if you guys read that.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, that Tampa Bay game, it's going to be a...
He might not need to. If the defense
Bruce Arians and Tom Brady, Thursday game. Are they getting their ring ceremony this game too?
No, I think it's at
Does that already happen or?
I think it's at their home first
Thursday
home
nights
This is a home
defensive games.
Oh, it's at. I thought it's at.
Are they home? We might need
They're
to know
home.
that.
They're home.
Tampa Bay's home.
They're home.
I feel like it's a ring
Snap!
ceremony.
It's a ring ceremony.
Dude, I feel like they're gonna go off, man. I seriously think.
I think Tom Brady's gonna look at that ring and go, "Yep, I want another one."
4. He's gonna say, "I'm gonna throw 4 today." All his boys won, by the way.
But let's not forget that Lamar Jackson is playing the Raiders on Monday night.
Oh man,
It's hard to bench him.
It's
just his rushing ability will give you the points.
I understand.
Yeah.
And the Raiders' defense, of course, the Cowboys' defense is better.
I don't think you can go wrong with either, to be honest with you.
I think they're both going to give you about 30 points, if anything.
Yeah, good games from both of them. All right.
Start them both. Super flexing.
Are you done with your running backs?
Running backs, I'm done.
Okay, so I'm really deep with my running backs.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Jamal Williams, I got him. I never got any shares of him. I own Swift. But I think Jamal Williams going in the 10th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th round.
He's going to have
You're going to get flex option,
sure.
guy. You know what I'm saying?
The
and
coaching
if Swift is
staff
ever
called
out.
him, they called him 1A.
Yeah.
So that means it's probably going to be
straight
somewhat of a split, 60-40 maybe, 70-30 even, but I like Williams too.
Yeah, I think Williams is a safe, good pick for you to start sometimes, some weeks, especially when you're struggling at running back. And listen, I put Miami's running back because I'm assuming it's Gaskin. But Guys, I'm telling you, I think Miami is low key going to be a fantasy friendly team. That's what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna say a great team. I think they're gonna be all right. But I know people are worried about Tua. But the one thing that Tua does bring is accuracy, and he moves the ball. It's just
Can he get the deep ball over to Waddle?
See,
That's my question.
Is Waddle gonna be the guy that's gonna be catching the deep ball? Because we got Will Fuller too.
He's
But
out.
we're gonna get into more about Waddle later. But I like Miami's running back. Gaskin, when he played, he was solid.
He looked good in the preseason.
Yeah, he looks good in the preseason too. And then one person that I'm gonna put over here, this is a deep one. Again, I got no shares of this guy, but Tony Pollard. Guys, I think the Cowboys seen something in him last year when Zeke was kind of falling off, and then they decided to bench him towards the end of the year just because I guess rest or something.
He picked up like a little passing role. I see what
Yeah,
you're saying.
so what I'm trying to say is Pollard, maybe not in the beginning of the year, and I read something that the Cowboys said that they're gonna give him a little bit more opportunities too.
Save
So
Zeke.
if he starts to show that he deserves it, I'm telling you, man, coaches play talent. There might be a guy that was already there that you think man, he deserves to be there and he's getting paid. But at the end of the day, talent beats everything. It trumps everything. So I think he's very talented. That's my deep guy. I should have never went into detail about everybody. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to do that. But we're going to now move on. I don't know if you have a question. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you. All right? I'm sure he's referring to you right now. We move on now to wide receivers. Do you want to cover the wide receivers, Abesy?
Receivers, I'm going to do this one quick. I got Adam Thielen. We spoke about him earlier. He's going in the 5th round. His ADP's in the 5th. If you got him, that's a good pick. Last 3 full seasons he played, he finished top 10. He finished 7th in 2018, 8th in 2019, and 2020 he was injured. So he still finished top 10. I'm sorry. He still finished top 10 last year, and that was because of the touchdowns. But he's going to get you points. 5th round compared to probably 2nd round for Justin Jefferson. I like the 5th rounder for Thielen.
Yeah. Very good. I like all those as well. Jose, what you got to say?
Yeah, I'm going to go with little later picks, My number, this guy is probably going in the 10th, 11th. I seen him go undrafted in some leagues. Michael Pittman Jr. is going to be the Colts' #1 wide receiver in the future to me. He's going to lead the league, He's going to lead the team in receiving yards and receptions with T.Y. Hilton being out. I see him, Carson Wentz is going to need to develop chemistry with somebody, and that's going to be most likely his go-to guy. That's some guy who's going in the 10th. Another late bloomer is the star of the preseason, Marquez Callaway. I don't know if people like him, but with Michael Thomas missing out the first 6-7 weeks, somebody's going to have to catch the ball besides Alvin Kamara. So,
yeah, I like Marquez Callaway. I know
Look
it's
at the
funny.
targets.
It's funny because Jacob, man. Jacob's a silly dude, man.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob's
Don't sleep on him.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake, tell them, don't sleep on him.
So Marquez Callaway, though, I think he's gonna be solid, man.
Just the opportunities.
Yeah, the opportunities, especially with Michael Thomas out, he's gonna get over 8 targets a game. I feel like, and I know that sounds crazy, but
that's
the funny thing is, Michael Pittman was going under the radar the whole time until my buddy Case picks him up and goes, "Hey, what do you think about this guy?" I was like, "You know what?
Yeah, Pittman. I don't know why I did not get him, but I like him too.
He's not a sexy pick, and everybody's talking about him. That's why. But name a person on the Colts offense that someone's talking about besides Jonathan Taylor.
Especially with T.Y. out.
Paris
Pittman.
Campbell.
Yeah, Paris Campbell's good too, by the way. But I'm just saying.
I like Pittman
is one.
a bigger size.
Yeah.
He's
He
gonna be
has a
red
higher
zone.
ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Most
So mine's was the people from the Jets, Davis and Moore. I know you guys gonna see a trend, by the way. I did this a lot. I'm sorry. I know it's not specific, but I like the Jets receivers, man. I think Zach Wilson's gonna be solid. Again, to me, you gotta consider. Okay, he's gonna throw for close to over 4,000 yards, right? Who's catching the balls out there in New York?
What about Mims?
I don't like
Denzel, let me tell you something
I heard they
about
were trying to trade him.
with Zach Wilson. If you would have seen his first 10, 15 passes in the preseason,
He looked great.
80% of them were to Corey Davis.
Yeah,
I did see that.
Elijah
too.
Moore was out though. I just want to let you know.
They
AJ
love
Brown,
him.
you ready for this?
He said
AJ Brown said, "I'll bet my house on
He's
him
gonna-
winning the Rookie of the Year." Odell Beckham Jr. Yeah, that's what he said. He's an Ole Miss dude though, so I couldn't take that too much. But then Odell said, "This guy is way more advanced mentally than I was ever my rookie year." So. And focus, he said too. Focus and mentally advanced. So I just want to throw that out there. Jets receivers, solid value. Very solid value.
Because nobody's drafting him besides, I did see Corey Davis go in the top first 10 rounds.
Yeah, still value.
Yeah, of course.
Dude, there was somebody that said that he's going to be a top 10 receiver.
Yeah.
Someone said, an analyst. Jacksonville receivers. Dude, people don't correlate, production from a quarterback to a production with receivers for some reason. People love Trevor Lawrence. He's the golden child.
But nobody's talking about the receivers.
But nobody's talking about the receivers. Every one of the receivers went after the 10th round.
Exactly.
I like Chark.
Yeah, Shark, Jones, Chenault. I mean, I don't think all three are going to blow up. I guarantee you 2 out of 3 are going to be wide receiver 3s, at least.
Absolutely. Marvin Jones to me is like every year
You can probably play each one in a flex.
Yes, and it's because you never know who's going to pop off.
Right.
But
And
you know
if one of them goes down, the other 2 are.
Oh, yeah, starts.
For sure.
Wide receiver 2s possibly.
Absolutely.
And the last is Myers. Like I said, somebody's going to be a good receiver from New England. I'm going to give it to Myers, all right? Tight ends. Jose, who you got for tight ends?
For tight ends, I have a new number 1 at the end of the season.
Overall?
Overall.
So we're talking about...
I'm ready for my man to take the next
Are you ready?
step.
You jumping into the 1?
I know who you're talking about.
I'm
baller?
taking him. I'm taking him up.
Shot caller?
No,
20-inch blaze?
the guy down the street at Allen Park.
Ooh.
Hockey.
Number 1 overall.
I want you to be the number 1 tight end at the end of the season. Not because I drafted you in 3 leagues. I'm just telling you. He's usually I see like these big tight ends take that huge leap in the 3rd year, 4th year. You know what I'm saying? Of course, some people like Kittle who are like once in a blue moon they blow up their 1st year. But that guy Hawkinson, man, he's getting a chemistry. He loves Dan Campbell's offense. First of all, Dan Campbell's he is the tight end. He's the tight end. Basically,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna make that position upgrade automatically in my eyes. Jared Goff doesn't have a lot of receivers. He doesn't have.
He's his best receiver.
Exactly. Hawkinson is like our number 1 pass catching player as of right
And
now.
I can see Detroit running the ball like heavy and play action, and I can see them big plays.
But
for
yeah,
TJ.
I'm very high on Hawkinson, by the way. Number 1 overall is kind of tough.
That's
but
like, my
I
little.
see him being top 3 probably.
Absolutely.
Hawkinson or
Absolutely.
Pitts?
Hawkinson. So let me tell you why. I think Pitts, he's going to have his rookie slow start.
Right.
But then I think by the
Once
end
he gets
of the year,
comfortable?
Pitts is going to be a baller.
He'll get the opportunity.
But Hawkinson's going to be a consistent, especially in PPR
for
leagues.
sure.
7 catches, 77 yards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
14 points. Then he might sneak in a touchdown and get you that 20 ball. You know what I'm saying? So Hawkinson's going to be, I think he's going to be very
But let's
consistent.
be honest though. A lot of people don't get a chance to draft a top 5 tight end.
No.
They go once they fall. That's
Right,
it.
Yeah.
for sure.
Once they get
There's a big
past,
gap between-
once they get past Hawkinson and Mark Andrews, that's it. It's all.
You consider Pitts in there too, by the way, or no? Because Pitts was
Kyle
in there.
Pitts-
He was in there. I'm
I
sorry.
like
He
draft
was
that era.
absolutely,
Draft
yeah. In
him.
terms of draft wise, he was going before Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
I seen him in a lot of leagues go before him.
Who would you take? Pitts or Andrews?
Put me on the spot.
Yeah.
Give me the guy with the veteran leadership, man. I'll take Mark Andrews.
Let's make the trade right now, Jose. I got the offer on the table. Hopkins, Andrews for Allen and Hawkinson.
Hey,
Hopkins and Andrews for Keenan Allen and T.J. Hawkinson. What do you think about that trade?
Hopkins beats Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
So if you take Andrews over Pitts,
I'm just getting guys that I have in a league.
He's
even if
just
if I
balancing
die,
the scale.
Even
I
if
like
I
it.
die down the hill, I'm just getting guys that I have in the league. That's what I'm doing. And I could be completely off, and y'all watching us live be like, this guy Ahmed is an idiot. But I make fair deals, and I knew you were going to be like, this is a fair deal.
This is a fair-
Hopkins and Andrews for Keenan Allen and T.J. Hawkinson. That deal is on the table for you. Let's make it happen. If you're serious, I'm serious as well. We can make it happen as soon as we leave this. Finish this studio.
He put me on the
Yes,
spot.
I did. So did you say your tight ends, though?
Everybody turn the lights this way. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Hawkinson.
Yeah, so I mean Hawkinson was just like one of those, who I think is going to do great. But if you wait on the tight end and you want to scoop up guys with some kind of value, I think Mike Gesicki is going to be solid. He's going to be good enough for you to start. That's how I feel about him.
waiver wire.
All right. By the way, I got a quick joke.
Go ahead.
Why are you laughing
He
already?
said waiver wire.
Oh, you said waiver wire Gesicki?
Yeah.
All right, I was going to say, a guy who wrote me a checky? Ahmad Halloumi. He just texted me. Shout out to Leo's Coney Island, Royal Oak, by the way. Location is 10 South Main Street, Royal Oak, Michigan. The number is 1-248-336-8093. Delicious American style food, known for their conies. Fried chicken gyro breakfast. You got the best chili as well. Leo's Coney Island have been around for a very long time, but I believe Leo's is the best coney around, and especially the one in Royal Oak. The reason why I said he wrote me a checky is because of Mike Gesicki. That was my famous line, so it kind of made me think about that line right there.
You know what I say when I leave Leo's?
There you go, Ahmad. That's what we say when we leave Leo's. Big Perm 33.
Whoa.
What is a good trade for Damian Harris? Gus Edwards, Raheem Mostert, and Josh Jacobs. I mean, he said, what is a good trade for them? Okay, what are you trying to get is the first question.
He wants Raheem Mostert, and he has those three.
What is a good trade for Damon Harris? Oh, no, he wants Damon Harris.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Gus Edwards, Raheem Mostert, and Josh Jacobs. I would say a good trade for Damian Harris. To be honest with you,
You could probably send any one of those guys, and they'll probably send it right back. No problem.
I think Mostert, though, is going to be pushing it. 'Cause
Yeah,
I know that's the only one. But I think Gus and Josh Jacobs is a fair trade for Damian Harris. I think Gus Edwards.
No, I would rather have Gus Edwards and Josh Jacobs, honestly.
Then Damian Harris?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because of a lot of people are not. Man, those running
I'm not
backs
high
are.
on Gus.
You're
I
not-
am. Not high on Jacobs, though. But I am high on Gus.
Josh Jacobs is in the wrong situation.
They
That's all it
signed
is,
Kenyon
man.
Drake to me. That's why.
And they traded away two of their main offensive
Yeah,
linemen,
it's
so that
weird.
scared me.
Weird situation. All right, my wife said Edwards. Thank you. She's agreeing with me, by the way. Thank you.
Of course
I
she is.
appreciate that. All right, so let's keep it rolling. We went tight ends. You said yours. Who's yours?
Tight ends, I'm going to make him quick. Tyler Higbee, he has more opportunities with Gerald Everett gone. Speaking of Gerald Everett, he's at the Seattle Seahawks now. Him and Russell Wilson are doing great. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
They're saying he's already one of his favorite targets in camp. So he got the spot. It's the tight end one spot. Russell Wilson has been great with his tight ends in the past, so I could see him.
Where's Everett going in your drafts?
He's going
Late.
13th round.
13th round. Like these people that wait on these tight ends, if you can land one of these tight ends at the end, that is one of the best
Did you
feelings.
finish your tight end list?
Jonnu Smith as well.
Okay.
But
so,
they're all between 10 and 13.
yeah, and so that's so funny. So first of all, I got Higbee on the list, so I don't need to go into detail. I agree. Stafford, good option.
So we all agree Higbee's gonna have a great year because we all got him in our top 5.
And I don't. No, not top 5.
For
Whoa.
going in the 10th round.
Well, we're talking about more
Potential.
valuable players.
Yeah, top 10
You know?
for sure. New England tight ends I put here. I told you I'm going to see a
I
trend.
like Smith
put-
over Hunter.
I do like Smith over Hunter Henry, and that's who was
Do you
going.
guys know
But
Juno Smith used to be an MMA fighter?
I did not.
Crazy. Right?
Yeah.
He's
Very
athletic.
Random
athletic
facts
freak.
from Hussein Malahi.
Comes
Alright.
every Wednesday.
So my personal opinion, one of them is going to be a top 10 tight end. I think they're going to have a very good year. Like I said, Mac Jones, he's a solid quarterback, and he's going to be accurate, he's going to be consistent. And a guy I just added to this list at the end, and I was like, man, Zach Ertz, guys. He was going undrafted, even in 12 man or 16th round. I think someone took
Crazy,
him.
man.
Like at
He
the end of the day, I know Goddard is there, right?
Fantasy fallouts.
I don't
man.
think
That
they
sucks.
like him. I don't think the
know,
Eagles
but-
like him.
Do you know that they
But-
didn't sign Goddard or Zach Ertz to a long-term contract? Both of them are rookie free agents after this year.
Yeah, that's
They want to see what's.
Yeah,
I heard they
better.
also were thinking about trading Ertz.
Yeah.
I
So
mean-
number one, he could go to a better team.
If he
like
goes to a
Buffalo.
good, yeah.
But I'm telling you
that'd
though,
be
look at the options in Philly. First of all, a guy that I'm high on, which we're gonna go into quarterbacks next, is Jalen Hurts. So if I think he's gonna have a good year, it's like who's gonna do well. I like Devontae Smith a lot. But then his tight ends are his next best options.
Yeah.
So it goes Ertz and Goddard. And don't get me wrong, Goddard started to show that he's a little better than Ertz, but 16th round, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like Ertz.
He's going undrafted. in most leagues.
2 years ago, he was what? Top 3. You know,
went in the
last
third
year,
round
he was
3
still
years
getting
ago, 4
drafted
years ago.
early, but he got hurt, you know, or he was had a bad
crazy.
year.
He's second in the depth chart though. They got Goddard over him.
Yeah, I mean, dude, 16th round, I'm saying you can get a flyer, and then I think you're getting okay production from him. You know, like in terms of like 12 to 14, top 12 to 14 weekly.
Definitely, it's
you know
possible.
what I'm saying? That's
He's
the
a good
second time.
stash. He's definitely a good stash.
All right, there you go. She said Edwards before I spoke, by the way. Great minds think alike. There you go. All right, I appreciate that. Quarterbacks. I'm just gonna quickly run through mine. Stafford, Hurts, Brady, Burrow, Lawrence, and all of the rookie quarterbacks, I believe,
Oh.
were all valuable picks. I know you guys said 3. I had to go
They're
along
going
with this one.
undrafted.
I think he just went at the top 10. man.
All of them, when they become quarterbacks, I'm telling you right now, ABZ, pick them up. Any one of them. Any one of them.
I like Fields' potential.
Fields and Lance. Pick them up.
Oh, for sure. They both do it.
When that happens, that's the only problem. I don't know when. So you're going to have to either hold them or you're going to have to pick them up as soon as that happens. But pick them up. Those rookie quarterbacks, I'm telling you, their rushing will make up for their inconsistency in throwing.
Especially with the low-scoring, quarterback systems that a lot of fantasy leagues
Yeah.
have.
Dude, it's going to be scary next year in draft. There's going to be rushing quarterbacks going, like, first 10 quarterbacks are going to be runners. Because you got these rookies coming in. You got Zach Wilson, the Lance, Fields, and then who's the other one?
Lawrence.
Lawrence
can
got
move
some,
around.
yeah.
And then you have the guys that are already going top 6, 7, which is all movers and shakers. Like these quarterbacks that
Yeah.
just stay in the pocket
You
and in the
can't.
fantasy.
They're dying.
Yeah,
they're dying,
man.
man.
You know,
you got
so-
they're all like trying to be like Russell Wilson and Kyle Murray. Those guys are just freak athletes, and Lamar Jackson is the fastest thing that can be
So
throwing the ball.
Go ahead, ABZ. Who you got?
I got 2 quarterbacks. I'm gonna put them 2 together. They're going in the 6th and 7th round. Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. I know they're not bold picks, but these guys are going after, they're going to 6 and 7. So 5 quarterbacks are going ahead of them. They both will probably finish top 7 this year. Their floors are so high. And if you missed on the top quarterbacks, if you wanted a Lamar Jackson or a Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes, these are the safest quarterbacks you could get, and you can get them in the 6th or 7th round. So these are good value picks for me.
Moti's in the building. Shout out to Moti. You should have been here. I told y'all to come through. We were going to have the whole team here, but he's at a game. Hey, guys, should I start Jacksonville defense this week over Tampa and Cleveland? Heck,
No.
Tampa all day.
I don't even like the Jaguars defense.
Jose's must-see TV, by the way. Oh, that's the horse. That's why I put it there.
I'm a stallion, baby.
All right.
Where were you going?
Sorry.
I'm just getting used to this. I'm
I thought
sorry.
we were saying that we had a horse sighting. Gus Edwards could have been a horse sighting, by the way.
Yeah, he could have.
Is Gus a horse sighting? That's why I got the horse there. I made sure the horse was on. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
There you go. All right, so yes, Moti episode we won. Congratulations.
Congrats,
That is
Moti.
the 35 and older league. Moti's
Shout
the
out to
coach.
those guys playing the 35 and up league. You know,
Yeah, man, congratulations.
Hamtramck is representing in
They
that
are.
league.
They definitely
I've
are.
heard.
They
Trust
definitely
me.
are, man. So it's 7:55, fellas. So let's just fly through these names. Obviously, we're not gonna finish at 8, but let's just fly through it. Maybe 8:15 could be like our cutoff time. All right. So I went quarterbacks. Who's your quarterbacks, Jose?
I'm going to give you guys 2 quarterbacks who I feel are going to sneak into the top 10, and it's Joe Burrow and Baker Mayfield. I feel like Baker Mayfield needs to take. Baker Mayfield hasn't signed. Did he sign a contract yet? He's still on. He's still on his rookie deal.
Yeah.
So they paid everybody around him but him.
Yep. This is a make or break.
That's a
year.
nice Frito-Lay chip on your shoulder.
Yep.
Nice one.
Wow. They're
Yeah.
not sponsoring though, and so
Soon.
we can't mention that.
Shout out Frito-Lay.
There you go. Continue on though.
Yeah, like I said, Joe Burrow, he was showing like a lot of sign. He was like maturing quick, like throughout the season. If you look at his, like when I see that Thursday night game and he threw over like what was it, like crazy about 50 passes, I'm like, man, this guy's he's ready. And then he was getting better and better and better, and then he's got hit with the injury,
Yeah.
which sucks.
His old line is the only issue I got with it.
Their starting center, I think. I thought they traded him. God damn it, Billy Price. They still got Billy Price.
they traded him, you're
I
right.
think they did trade him to the Giants. God damn it.
Yeah, they did.
Should have took Barkley, Fahmy. God.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still like Joe Burrow just because they surrounded him with great players now. He's got Jamar Chase. I mean, they took Jamar Chase because of Joe Burrow, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how I feel, 100%.
He sent them a text like, "Do it." As soon
Yeah.
as that pick was on the board.
He
They're
should
like, all right.
have. I don't know.
Penny Sewell's looking no
Sewell's
good
been
right now,
struggling.
man. What's going on?
I'm not worried
man?
about him. I'm not worried.
Penny Sewell?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how all lines people feel. So we're done talking about quarterbacks. We're done talking about value. But you know who has good value, Jose? Forts and Quick Lube. Okay,
Absolutely.
they have great value over there at Forts and Quick Lube. They are sponsoring the Fantasy Guys Wednesday edition. Forts and Quick Lube featured by Mobile. Only Mobile featured oil change in East Dearborn, by the way. They service all makes and models and have the best deals and even better service. You know, shout out to my cousin Ahmed. I'm telling y'all, a great guy. I really do appreciate him. Always looking out, and he wasn't even hesitating to make sure that he sponsored us this year. And then
We
going
appreciate
off
it.
of
Thank
Forts
you.
and Quick Lube, another great service and great value is Unique Coney Island. They're located on 33102 DeQuinder Road, Sterling Heights, Michigan. Their number is 1-586-554-7931. They're sponsoring also the Fantasy Guys Wednesday edition. They're famous for their original unique pita, homemade chicken lemon rice, unique chicken galaba, shawarma, gyro, and much more. Also, they now make a reward system where every 100 points you get $7 off your meal. Not 100 points in fantasy.
I
by
was
the
going to
way.
show them my team every week.
Alright, 100 points you get shopping. At
Shopping, of
99.
course. Worth it. Well worth it.
We should make something happen though with them, as well as Leo's Coney Island as well. Shout out to Sambo, shout out to Big Nate. Gotta give a shout out to our sponsors. I appreciate them. And so Cleveland's playing Mahomes. Definitely want to bench Cleveland. I will not do that as well. So again, that's the sponsors. Let's now move on to our who will finish number 1. We're gonna go throw some darts. Throw some darts out there of who we got finishing number 1. Jose, who you got finishing number 1 at running back?
I don't want to say this, man, but Aaron Jones' ceiling is going to go through the roof this year, man. I wanted him. Didn't get him. So, I feel like Aaron Jones is going to... Because I feel like when they talk about, there's always that one guy that sneaks into the top 5 or he becomes a new top 3 pick, I think Aaron Jones is going to be that guy, man. He's been consistent, not talked about. It sucks that they took A.J. Dillon, man. That scared a lot of people.
Yeah.
A.J. Dillon scares a lot of people, but He's a
I think
baller,
in the
man.
second round, I think.
Yeah, they
last
took.
year, yeah.
Look, they took
That's early for Green Bay.
a first round pick and a second round pick that hasn't.
But you know what they also did? By the way, Aaron Jones is my answer as well. And the reason why, and that's why I was very high on him, is because of two things. First of all, I was high on Jones and Eckler. I got both of their names. I know it's not fair. We said pick one. I like both of them.
Shout
but
out to Eckler.
I told myself,
Big time.
if you like Eckler in Los Angeles, you should like Jones in Green Bay. I think they're literally, in terms of like potential, what they can do for their team is very similar. The only difference is Jones gets more carries in the red zone than Eckler does. So
sure.
my thing is, Jamal Williams was stealing passes from Aaron Jones last year. A.J. Dillon now might steal red zone touches from Jones,
Yeah.
but Jones gets all the catches. Dillon's not a pass catcher. He's
No,
a
he's
bruiser. So, to me, all that two-minute offense,
Especially
all
in the
that fast
PPR.
offense, Aaron Jones is going to be on the field. He could end up with 50 receptions. You know, think about it, 17 games. It's only 3 catches a game, guys.
Yeah.
That's 50 receptions. You know, put in 300-400 yards plus 1,200 yards rushing. You got 1,600 total yards, probably 10 touchdowns and 50 catches. Solid.
Absolutely.
50 receptions. You know who was on pace for 100 receptions 2 years ago?
Austin Eckler.
Austin Eckler. And that's who I took before Aaron Jones. I had both of them on the board. I took Eckler. I think Jones is the safer pick.
Yeah,
I think he
that's
has
what I
a
want.
higher floor.
Yeah.
I like Eckler this year. I think if he stays healthy 16 games, I can see him finishing RB1. I think he might sneak in there. I know McCaffrey is still the guy. Cook is there too, Kamara, but I like Eckler.
A lot.
Even
With Joe
before he got
Lombardi?
hurt last year, he was on pace for 100 catches. He's that guy reception wise. He can
Especially,
run the ball.
yeah.
His backups, I'm not worried about any of them. They had their chance last year. Nobody did anything to make a case. So Eckler's my guy. If he can still stay healthy, he's my value. Or he's my top performer this year.
Yeah, I like both of them, like I said. So, yeah, I think those are both great. Tight end, to me, I mean, like I said, we try not to pick the guys that are obvious. I'm sorry, I know this probably sounds obvious, but to me, it's Waller. I like him a lot. I think, like I said, Vegas, bad. Going to be down a lot. Number
Throw it
one
to Waller.
option. Throw it to Waller. Throw it to Waller. They're going to force it to Waller. We should come up with a stat. How many picks Derek Carr has that's going towards Waller? Because he's going to be forcing that boy over there.
He has no choice.
So, Waller, to me, is going to be the guy. Who you got for tight end?
I like the classic Kelsey. I think he gets a lot of receptions. Mahomes loves him. He's always going to be there. So I like
Yeah.
Kelsey.
How about you, Jose?
I said it before and I'll say it again. Hawkinson.
There you go. All right, you got Hawkinson. Wide receivers.
Devontae. I had him last year. He puts up crazy numbers. He's a great route runner. Aaron Rodgers loves him. I think he's going to finish again top 1.
Jose.
I like Devontae a lot, and
Like I said,
I'm not. I know he's the obvious pick, but I'm not going Devontae just for the show. For the show, I'm going to give you a guy that's about to. Now he's going to me. He's going second, maybe third round, but
Keenan.
it's the year of AJ Brown.
AJ?
They really lowballed him. If he was healthy all year, he would have been to me like a top 15 pick in fantasy. But he missed a lot of games. When he was there, you knew he was there.
Yeah.
He's just got to stay on the field, man. I just hope he stays on the field.
I like Keenan Allen, but a guy that I'm going to go on a limb and just say is Calvin Ridley, man. Like, I could just, if he's healthy, he's going to get a stupid amount of targets, guys.
He already has.
Yeah, like, when Julio Jones was out, people were worried. They were saying, like, okay, he can't be the one. Dude, he averaged, like, 21 PPR points per week. Like, he was
Has he
balling.
disappointed any year?
Exactly. Like,
He's been in the league for what, 3 years now? This is his fourth
Yeah,
year?
it's probably his 4th year, yeah. So every year he's been worth where he was taken. And I don't know why I stayed away. I don't want to have him in any league. But I just think if he's healthy, that's what I was worried about, being healthy. But the opportunity's going to be there.
Because he doesn't have that big frame or
Yeah.
that breakaway.
Yeah,
But he's
gets open. Route runners.
That route runner,
runners
man.
get open. And I'm going to quickly say my quarterback, I think Josh Allen will be the number 1 overall quarterback this year. I think he's going to just ball out. I think he's going to have a monster year. The rushing obviously takes him over the top. But I just think he's just getting better, man. And they added Emmanuel Sanders. That's another weapon for him. That's going to be solid. Greg Davis. You got Cole Beasley, obviously, Stephon Diggs. And I just think that's going to be his team. And they got no rushing guy. So in the red zone, he's still trying to steal the touchdowns. So my guy's Allen. Who you got?
Well, for this year, my man is finally going to finish with the MVP vote and number 1 in fantasy football.
Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson. That guy needs to. I feel bad for him, man. It's like every year, through first 9 weeks, Russell Wilson is right there at number 1, number 2, but then he hits the cliff and falls down. So I'm just hoping that he adjusts. I mean, I don't have him in fantasy football. Dave, unfortunately, took him in all my leagues when I played with him. But
Hey, DK Metcalf, guys, I have a feeling he's gonna have a huge year, man.
I think he does better than he did last year, and last year he had a pretty
right,
good year.
yeah. But there was a couple games where he got blanked out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's the problem with DK. That's what kept me away from him. Who you got, quarterback?
I want to pick Lamar Jackson, but his receivers are all injured. I'm gonna go with the obvious choice, Patrick Mahomes. He's always doing it.
Oh, you finally.
He's the guy. He's the truth. They showed up that O-line.
Took him long enough.
He's a cheat code. So
Yeah, he is. He's not fair, man.
yes,
He is.
they're always
I
gonna
mean-
put up points. He's gonna get you your points every week, and I think he finishes number one.
All right, Booms. We got Boom.
Booms, I kind of went over them earlier.
Okay.
I'll say one that I skipped for the receivers. This is more like a bargain pick. Marquez Scantling. He's going undrafted. He's only rostered in 13% of leagues. I like him. I don't know why nobody else really has him.
Why
on their
do you
team.
like him? Because you know they got Randall Cobb and Amari Rodgers. They drafted Amari Rodgers in the third round.
Amari Rodgers is a rookie. I don't think he cracks into the lineup as a starter. It'll be Lazard, Scantling, and Adams. Adams will take the most of the attention.
How about Cobb?
Cobb will be there in 4 receiver sets.
Okay.
He's not. I don't see him starting. He's more of a veteran presence there. Rodgers does like him. That's why he's there. But I think Scantling's speed. He had a lot of drops last year. If he picks that up, I heard he's been going crazy this offseason. Been training more than he's ever been. So I think he can be kind of like a lesser version of what Tyler Lockett is, a volatile player, but. When he blows up big. So I like Scantling this year.
But you know when you got a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, he loves Devontae Adams. We all know that. But
he loves the deep ball.
It's smart.
yeah,
He'll launch it.
he'll send him out. He'll send Devontae Adams on a slant and send your boy MVS. Huh?
Flex option here and there. He's somebody I'd stash, especially if one of those receivers get hurt.
Who's your receiver?
Speaking of stashing, let's go back to the Lions. Our little rookie, Amari St. Brown.
I like him.
I love the Sunshine God. Come from USC, big frame, big guy. I like him just because
He's kind of small.
he plays slot.
He's
So when they put him in the
Golden
slot, you're looking like, who the hell is this big guy? He's a big dude. He's all about route running.
He's physical.
Yes, he's very physical, and that's what we need, man. You know, Dan Campbell wants to bite some kneecaps. Amari's gonna help him bite some kneecaps.
After Hawkinson, I see him being our top receiver.
Do you know they got him like ranked number 3 or 4 in the depth chart though?
That doesn't
okay,
matter.
guys,
He'll be
guys,
the guy. Yeah,
I
it does
know,
not
come
matter.
on, guys.
He's gonna be a.
Don't worry
I think they do that on purpose.
Yeah,
It's a rookie. He's a
I'm gonna
rookie.
be honest with you, Jose. I would do that if I was a coach.
Just
Why would I give you guys an advantage? You know, mess with your head, and then first game you're gonna realize the truth.
He'll be a PPR monster.
At least up until the first game, I'm gonna mess with your head until.
like
then.
our first
Right.
preseason game, I seen him. He threw 4 targets right to him. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh,
My wide
got good
receivers
hands.
that I think are going to boom.
give us the boom. Here comes the boom.
All right, I should have gotten a prop for this one, because some people like to have their drinks in a can. I prefer to have my drinks in a cup.
Koopy. I see what you did there.
Stafford, I'm trending towards an amazing year. So now you got to say, okay, who's gonna be doing the catching? Obviously, Robert Woods is gonna have another good year, brother. I like him, but when I say boom, I'm talking about a guy who 2 years ago started off as like a top 5 receiver with Jared Goff. He was balling and then just out of nowhere died out. Stafford will be the answer. I've been watching camp. I've been seeing Stafford throw interceptions, but even when he throws the interceptions, who is it to?
To Cup.
To Cup.
'Cause
I'm
Cup plays
telling
that
you,
slot
He
and-
plays that slot. That's his boy. Stafford, by the way, is playing against the Rams. Let's keep it real. That's a tough defense to be practicing against every single day.
So he's only gonna get better.
Yeah, he's only gonna get better, in my opinion. So me personally, I like Cup. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I also love. I can't believe people are disrespecting him. Jaylen, I'm gonna wobble into the end zone. Jaylen Waddle. You asked this question. That's how I felt. That's how I felt when I drafted him. I'm like, guys, Miami Dolphins used a 6th overall pick. First of all, Chase, Devontae Smith, Waddle. I love all of those guys.
Yeah.
But Waddle's the most disrespected. I know they got Will Fuller, Devontae Parker, but guys, Jaylen Waddle got drafted 6th overall. I watched him in preseason. You guys see, like, he's a bully. He kind of has that Chenault in him, right? He's gonna catch a ball and just try to run you over. He can also beat you deep. But again, Tua, I try to think, as a quarterback, what is he? He likes the intermediate. Waddle's a horizontal guy.
Yeah.
He can beat you vertically, but he's also the answer for horizontal too. You're gonna do quick passes to him, try to get him out in open space. So he went outside the top 40, guys. I think he's a top 30, 25, potentially wide receiver. It all depends on Will Fuller's injury health and all that. He's already going to miss week 1. Early boom, by the way, was Jaylen Waddle for me. But yeah, Jaylen Waddle is my receiver. We can go on now to tight ends. I'm going to quickly say it's Hawk for me. I like him a lot. He's my boom this year. Who you got?
He did it again. He asked me the same question. I want the Hawk.
Hawk.
Hawk on the train.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying?
Hawk, Hawk. Is that what we doing? All right, go ahead.
Boom, like a value pick.
Yeah, I guess a boom. Yeah, I guess it's the same thing kind of question.
Kind of what we said earlier. I like Gerald Everett. If we're going in the round 13th, he can be your tight end 1. He doesn't need to be your stash tight end as you probably drafted him.
Yeah. I don't think Russell Wilson had a tight end as good.
Yeah, he's very athletic.
The best he had was Will Disley. And he was a top 5 tight end at the time. It was crazy.
1 year, so I like Everett.
All right, so now we can move on to our last 2 basically topics, which is division picks, Super Bowl picks. 3, I guess, and then Thursday night game. All right, let's try to wrap this up. Hopefully in 5 minutes we can fly through everything.
Let's fly.
So I'm gonna just quickly go over this. So my NFC division winners. For the North, you got Green Bay. South, I got Tampa. For the East, I got Washington. I think they're the most complete team in the NFC East. And then for the West, I got the Rams. For playoffs, I don't know if y'all did this or not, but I just did it just in case. I got Seattle, San Fran. I got 3 NFC West teams. And then I got, you ready for this one? And I'm like, what? The Giants.
What?
Barkley is back.
Wild card?
Wild card. 7 teams now. Barkley is back. Yeah, go ahead. Hit us with one of them.
I gotta
Barkley's
find
back.
this one.
Giants, low-key, their defense started to get better towards the end of the year.
You have got to be kidding.
Yes. I like the Giants as my final wild card spot. AFC, I got Cleveland for the North, Tennessee for the South, Buffalo for the East. For the West, I got Kansas City. Playoffs, I got Miami. I got the Chargers, and then I was torn between these 2. It's Pittsburgh or Denver. I know I'm not going Ravens. I think too many injuries already. But it's Pittsburgh or Denver. I like both of those teams. I'm going to give a slight edge to Denver. I like to just throw out darts, and I'm going to give it to Denver. I think they're a complete team. Bridgewater is okay enough to... Their defense is very good.
Absolutely.
Super Bowl, I'm going to quickly jump. I got a rematch. Can't go wrong with a rematch. I'm sorry. I think Tampa is the best team in the NFL, and I think Kansas City, you can't bet against them. So those are my Super Bowl picks. So, ABZ, I'm going to go ahead and dish it to you now.
I agree with most of the ones you said. I got Washington. I don't have the Rams winning that division. Give me the Cardinals. I like the Cardinals this year in that division. I do. Green Bay Packers, Buccaneers, obviously. Over to the AFC, give me the Bills, the Chiefs, the Browns in that division, and the Titans.
That's exactly what I had too. Did you go wild card or Super Bowl yet? I mean, Super Bowl too?
Super Bowl, I'm saying rematch too.
Yeah. Jose, who you got?
You know, I see why we're all in a set together.
Yeah.
Almost. I'm going to tell you the picks that I think is different. I feel the Cowboys are going to come out the East just because they're finally intact, and, it's all about the timing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to... Again, Rams, Tampa.
Too much hard knocks.
Yeah, too much hard knocks. And that's all you have. That's all. I think I just ordered a Cowboys shirt for some reason. So yeah, I got Packers, Tampa, Cowboys, Rams, and then I also did the wild cards. I got the Vikings and the Niners, and then I got the Seattle Seahawks also. So that division to me is just the NFC West. Whoever wins that division or comes out the best team is most likely getting to the Super Bowl from the NFC.
Yeah.
So yes, I don't think Tampa's gonna repeat if that's the case.
Yeah.
But the AFC, I got the Ravens winning the North. I got the Ravens winning the AFC North. Tennessee Titans the South. Chiefs West. Buffalo the East. And my little wild cards, I do have the Chargers and I have the Cleveland Browns. I don't have the Steelers winning it this year. I think this is the year they take the setback and realize we should have drafted a quarterback and moved on to Big Ben. And that last wild card spot, I was torn apart. There's a lot of teams. I did consider Miami as one team just because it's going to be a wild team at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's going to be. It really doesn't matter because the AFC is going to get ran through by the Chiefs. So.
Yeah. All right, there you go. That's our breakdowns of who we think are going to go far. Khalid Hussein said Will Fuller suspended for the first 6 games, but I think that suspension started last year. And I think he only has 1 game this year, maybe 2 the most, right or wrong?
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know if you know. Okay.
Sure.
So, what we're going to end this show with is Thursday. We got a game tomorrow, guys.
Oh, my God.
At this time tomorrow, we're going to see lights on the television screen. We're going to see
about
footballs being kicked off. We're going to see Tom Brady turn 44 years old as well. Guy's 44. And get his 6th ring, moving on to probably his 7th. So,
7th, going up
He's
to
going
his 8th.
here.
Oh, 7th, going on to his 8th. I'm so sorry. There
Tom
you go.
Brady has more rings than most people have children, so it's crazy.
Yeah, except for Phil Rivers.
More than Jordan.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So with that said, let's break down the game. First of all, who do y'all think is going to win? And then who would you start? We'll move on to starts and sits next. So actually, let's do starts and sits first. Okay? Who would you start from Tampa Bay?
I'm starting all of them.
Everybody.
I'm starting all of them.
How about
not,
running backs?
Not the running backs. Yeah, I do like Ronald Jones. I think
yeah,
he let the backfield last year. Bernard is there now, but I think he'll be pretty much a little bit of an upgrade than McCoy was last year. I'll probably hold off on him unless you really need a running back.
How do you feel about Fournette, though?
He
Bruiser.
playoff Lenny, but I still don't think he took that role from Ronald Jones yet.
Yeah, Ronald Jones had a solid year last year, so he's still good. I think that's going to be a 50-50 split. Bernard playing some third downs here and there, So
Yeah. So who do you got for Dallas?
for Dallas, I love, like I said, Dak Prescott's gonna. I feel like he's gonna show everybody what CeeDee Lamb's about. So this is where CeeDee Lamb shows us stuff. Don't forget about Amari Cooper. A lot of people forgot about all
I don't know why
this.
we're disrespecting him.
A lot.
He should have been on our list.
Every draft that I was in, Amari Cooper got drafted after CeeDee Lamb. I still think that's kind of disrespectful. I know CeeDee Lamb's the ceiling, this, that, but
I like Lamb.
when Amari Cooper was healthy, he's easily a top 15 receiver. So that's why I feel like
Do you think Lamb takes over the wide receiver one
after this year, yeah, he's gonna be there. It's gonna be his team. They don't want to keep Amari Cooper. The contract is hanging over his head. It's what I'm saying. They want to sign Dak Prescott. They got to make some moves. So Amari.
They signed Dak Prescott, and then he broke his leg right after.
No, he
broke his leg. Then he signed Dak.
Then they
Prescott.
signed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They
they
paid him
did
some
sign.
So they
ridiculous
actually
money.
gave him a real. That's a real move.
Nobody
by the
will
way.
take that Cooper
Contract. Yeah,
Yeah.
screwed it.
So now, I guess who you got to win the game? By the way.
I got the Buccaneers. Zach Martin is out. That's a big deal for the Cowboys. The run game runs right through him. Zeke said it. He can block, pass protect too. So that Buccaneers defense is going to attack that guard. Whoever's taking over for him. So
Guys,
that's a big deal.
Yeah. First of all, I think the Bucks got better. First of all, they
That's
brought
scary.
everybody back, and they even got better through the draft too. That Joe Thielen guy, I guarantee you, we're gonna talk about him. Like, how did the Bucks get him at 31 or whatever, 32, whatever, how many teams there are? He was balling in the preseason. I'm hearing great
The
things
defensive
about him.
end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they loaded up. I literally think it's literally the NFL mismatch, which is the Cowboys versus the Bucks. So what does the Cowboys do well? Offense. That Bucks defense is gonna be scary, man.
Yeah, don't forget
They brought everybody
their last
back.
game. They shut down probably one of the best quarterbacks
Yeah.
we've seen in a very long time.
And it's opening night, and like I said, I think they're getting
Well
their
rested.
rings.
It's a Thursday night game.
Thursday night game.
Defense is always
Oh
show
my
up for
God.
Thursday night.
So that already gives the Cowboys a bigger disadvantage. What is Cowboys' weakness? Their defense. What is Tampa Bay's big strength? I think is going to be their. I seriously think this is going to be
It's a big
blowout.
mismatch.
I think it'll be like 42-21 or something like that. Like it's going to be over 3.
I would even give Cowboys 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think more. How about like a 38-14 kind of game? Like I think it's not going to be close.
That was
Seriously.
nice if you would give them 2 touchdowns, but yeah.
Yeah, because it's going to be a garbage run at the end.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Then
Yeah.
guys that own Cooper like, yes, he got his projections.
From David Njuchi, whatever his backup's name is.
All right, well, guys and ladies, for those that are watching, that is our show. I'm just gonna name off again our sponsors one last time: BC Adhesives, Balkan House, Give to Gang, Hammer Time, True Value Hardware, Fortin Quick Lube, and Unique Coil Island. I just threw out Leo's in there as well, just to give a shout out to my homie Umar Halimi. Great fun first show. We are not gonna just be talking about fantasy next week. We're gonna help you out with some waiver wire picks that you should pick up. And maybe touch on some things that maybe be breaking news. Other than that, we're gonna talk about all sports.
Watch everything. My advice to you guys: watch everything. Week 1, you see there's these teams hide players. They don't bring them out in the preseason for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to see what they have. So be surprised that we're gonna see these running backs that they've been hiding. Your boy from I wouldn't be surprised. Your man from Philly comes out running.
So let me tell you something. Every year there's always a running back that nobody knows about. James Robinson was last year, 2 years ago. I think it was
Like
Bosa.
every year, you can talk about somebody.
Receiver that nobody really knows about that just comes out
catches
of
2
nowhere.
touchdowns.
Yeah, and you'd be like, man, like it was Shark 2 years ago. Last
Yeah.
year, I don't know who was a great receiver that probably blew on the scene.
Justin
Justin Jefferson was the guy. Thank you. So every year there's 2 people that, from those positions.
Watch your games.
Yes.
I got a wedding to go to.
Sunday?
I'm watching my games.
Good luck.
I'm wearing my tuxedo and watching my games.
gotta have the red zone.
Gotta have the
Gotta
red
have the
zone.
red zone.
Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed. We got a good job from, I believe that's Thrilla in Manila. Thank you all for watching. It was a lot of fun. Again, you can follow us on Oz Media 313 YouTube, or you can listen to us on Oz Media, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. I later post all the shows on Instagram and Facebook as well, so you can not watch it through there, but get the links from there as well. Any final words?
Yeah. Ali El Game. We're going to put you in your place this year.
I got him this week.
I'm just letting you know. He's.
You got him. You
Yeah,
got him
good
this
team.
week.
We put him in the league last year. He ran through the league.
And got to the championship.
I used to look out the window. He'll sit there and just smile and wave.
Dude, he was undefeated.
And
till
I am
week 9.
smiling and waving back at you, Ali G.
yeah.
You are
He's. I'm
fantasy
not gonna lie to
runner.
you. Again, this year I think he has a very solid team, bro.
Shout out to Ali El Game.
Ali El Game is
We're gonna
OG.
bring you here.
Man, he was sitting next to me that day acting like he was confused.
Oh, he's.
Yeah, I had to
And then
ask him. I'm like, yo, are you gonna sit here? Because he was like right next to me. I'm
Because
like,
it was like 10, 15 minutes, and then
Yeah.
I came and sat down like, "Hey, what's going on, guys?" But he snuck one in. You know what I loved? Michael Thomas in the 8th round.
what do you think about that?
What do you
I
think
that's
about Michael
early.
Thomas?
He went in the 8th round in my league.
Okay.
He went in the 8th. I think that's a little early. He's out for 6 weeks. That means 7 at least because you're not starting
Yeah,
him in the
because
week.
actually their bye week is week 7.
Week
Okay.
7, then you're not starting him in the 8th week right after
Yeah,
he
you
comes
are.
back.
Depending on your team.
Unless he gets traded, I will. But if he comes right there, he's probably not
Bro,
going
if
to be 100%.
Jameis is the quarterback and I got Michael Thomas,
I am
I'm starting
starting
him that
him.
first week 8.
You hear me, Ali? I'm starting him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I am
I
personally.
took Michael
Coming
Thomas
off-
late.
Coming off, he had a long time to recover.
Yeah.
I'll
I just don't like the situation that he's in.
I just don't like
Yeah.
the situation that he's in.
We don't know if he's
Exactly.
beefing with them. You know, him and
He
Sean
is.
Payton going back and
He's for
forth.
sure, but
Oh.
you don't take surgery in June.
Hey,
That's so disrespectful. For the
like
team.
Scottie
But you
Pippen
never
said.
know what's-
We don't
I'm
know
not
what
saying I'm not
happened.
blaming him. Yeah, I'm not blaming him. But no, he knew he needed surgery.
yeah, he
I
did.
read that they urged him not to get it for a playoff run with Drew
They
Brees
did.
last year.
They
So we don't know what's going on.
But
we might
that's
find out
February
later.
though. That's January.
Michael Thomas
Was he
or
mad
Melvin
at them
Gordon.
and he did that? Like to me, okay, I understand you have every right to be mad, but you're messing it up for yourself too in a way.
Question about that: if you could have got Melvin Gordon, we just talked about, you
Yeah.
think he's the guy to get, or Thomas in the 8th round?
I mean, it depends on your team, I believe. If you already got 3 good running backs, I would go Thomas. If you got
That's
yeah.
the only reason why I don't like him at 8. I feel like you could get guys that can really
Contribute and start.
for 8 weeks, put you in a good position to go into the playoffs. Thomas, he might come in week 8 and you're,
You know what could be the worst
3-5.
thing? Hey, imagine you hold on to Thomas for 8 weeks, start him, and he gets hurt the first game.
that's
and
what's
then,
gonna hurt.
and then you're like,
Ah,
sorry.
look at
You gotta keep holding that boy.
I gotta
bro.
keep. I'm sorry.
Oh, you had more words. Yeah, there you go.
The life of a Raiders fan, huh?
And a Lions fan, man.
Oh, yeah, guys. As a Lions fan, you gotta have a backup team. Every Lions fan has a backup team, right?
Jose, you silly, man.
I'm just saying. Unfortunately, my backup team was the Raiders, so it's like you go in one
you need
room.
a backup.
Nine. I might go to Roll Tide. That's
Can't go wrong with them. All right. Well, there you go. We had some fun today. Thank you all for watching or that are going to later watch. I hope you enjoy the show. Eventually, everything will be posted on YouTube and on Apple and Spotify. You got to give it an hour or two. Possibly watch it even tomorrow. It'll all be on there for sure by tomorrow. Thank you. Fantasy Guys Wednesday edition. We'll see you next week, Wednesday.
there you go.